Hi crafty friends, this is Michelle with Stampin' Butterfly. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. We are getting ready to do our April online workshop right now. It's usually the third Thursday of the month, but I had to reschedule. So today is Sunday, April 18th, and we are going to take a look at some quick and easy cards that you can make using Memories and More. So the DSP, which is our designer series paper, and a lot of our paper products retire at the end of the catalog, and then they come out with new products the following year. So since our catalog's getting ready to retire, you'll see that our designer paper and our Memories and More card kits are on clearance right now. So they're always a great deal, but they're even better right now. So you can pick up your Memories and More card packs for every season, the ones I'm going to show you, for $4.40, and then you can get the coordinating envelopes for $8.80. And then the designer paper, if you want to make your card kit stretch further, is only $6.90. So there's lots of great deals to be had in the clearance rack. And just wanted to make sure I pointed those out to you. I think they're on low inventory right now, so the card packs may go. But let's take a quick look in the catalog and take a look at some of the different Memories and More. So we have the Flowers for Every Season, which I will be using today. And then there's also World of Good, which if you like to travel, would be great for scrapbooking or making more masculine cards as well. And on our Memories and More line, the every season has its own coordinating card bases and envelopes, and then there's also a mixed pack of just the white card bases and the two sizes that coordinate with the cards, and I'll show you those briefly. Now we'll also be making a card using the mini catalog, so there's some Memories and More here as well, and they coordinate with the Dandy Garden suite. So we'll be using the card bases here and then their card pack as well. And I don't have a specific card designed in mind. I have a couple samples to show you, and then we're just going to create together. So it's a little bit different format than normal. If you do enjoy these products and decide you want to order them, I do have my host code at the top of the screen, so please use that when you're checking out. And I would really appreciate that. And if you have any questions or you need help placing an order, make sure you contact me and I'd be happy to help you. So let's straighten that out a little bit. All right, so I think we will start with the Dandy Garden. So these will be around a little bit longer because they're in the mini catalog. And the mini catalog will be staying live until June 30th. So these will be around a little bit longer than the other ones that are on sale. So let's take a look at the card bases and the Memories and More kit. So your card bases in your Dandy Garden will come with 20 cards and 20 envelopes. So we'll see. So we'll just take a look. Move those over there. So you'll see that the envelope's already decorated, very pretty for you, and the inside liner as well. And then your card front here is decorated and it's inside. Now you could also, if you wanted, fold it inside out and use that as your inside, and you could put a white piece of paper to write on. So there's nothing that says you have to, and you could even cut them up and use them in different ways. But these are the cards we'll be making on the first one. So we'll move that aside. I have some ideas of what we'll be making, but not 100% sure. So here's a couple samples of things I've made previously. So I've added some stickers here, some ribbon, an extra layer of cardstock on that one. This one I just used the Memories and More card base and a full card there and some stickers. And then this is similar to the one we'll be making today. And it just uses a couple of the Memories and More cards and a little knot. Those are my favorite to do. So that gives you, and these are a little bit bigger than your standard card size. I'm trying to see. Here we go. So you'll see the Memories and More card bases are a little bit bigger. So these are even great when you need to do like an office card. Well, I'll turn it that way. But they're great when you have to do an office card and you have more people that you need to sign inside of the card. So they give you a little bit bigger square footage. Now your card pack, the Memories and More card pack will come with 2 different sized cards and some stickers. So you'll see I've used some of them already. So you have 2 sticker sheets of those, 2 sticker sheets. And then you'll get a bunch of little Memories and More card bases. And then one side will be solid. They're great for scrapbooking too. You could even use them to write little notes, so you can use these to journal on in your scrapbook. Or you can use them to write little notes to friends, put them in a card. You can put it in the kids' lunchbox, send them a little note. So lots of different uses for those. And then these are the larger card bases. You could mount a picture on there. You could layer another Memories and More card inside of that. So there's different ways you can use them. And again, we'll take a quick look at these. These are a lot of fun. And they do coordinate with the paper. So the Dandy Garden Suite has coordinating paper. So you can make this pack stretch as well. And it has 2 stamp sets that coordinate. That would help if I'm closer on the screen. So that gives you a quick look at the components. And so now we'll make our card. I was thinking we would do something similar to this one. So we'll grab our card base. And I have 2 different smaller cards that I picked from within the kit. And we can just go ahead and layer them up to give it like a little border. Could do it on the top. So, and if you wanted to save, you could even cut it in half or cut it in a quarter and be able to use this other piece later for another project. So if we get out our paper trimmer, we can just trim off a chunk of that we don't need. So we'll probably just use one of those. This we can save for later. Can use it on another project. So we'll set that aside. Then we'll go ahead and bring these back. And I went ahead, I have some Bumblebee ribbon out of the annual catalog. It's gingham, so it's cute little plaid. And I thought that would coordinate nice. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and glue the patterned paper. I like it at the bottom, so I think that's what we'll do. So we just put it on there, decide how much you want to hang out. You could do more or less. So that looks a little crooked. Okay, so that looks good. It's a little wet on that side. We're going to flip it over. Then I think it'd be nice if we had a little dragonfly. So we're going to use the coordinating dragonfly punch to jazz it up. There's plenty of other stickers in here, so we didn't have to do that. I just thought it'd be fun to bring in some coordinating tools. So it has a large dragonfly and a small, and it has a stamp set that coordinates with it. But we're just going to use the little yellow dragonfly. And we will use Bumblebee cardstock. So we're going to go ahead and pop this up using some dimensionals. And you'll see how quick and easy these are to put together. We'll put a couple in the middle, one right there, and then we'll peel our backings off. So you'll see that the cards are all 2-sided, so you can pick which side you like better. Normally you get 2 of each kind in your card pack. So, and sometimes they're horizontal, sometimes they're vertical, so they might give you different options on there. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the center of our card. We'll use a glue dot. Where did I put the glue dots? Here they are. So we'll just stick a glue dot on the back of that dragonfly. Make it easy. Put them there. And then we need a sentiment. And we're not even going to do any stamping on this today. We will just go ahead and see what they have in our sticker pack. So let's see, do we have any sentiments in here? Here we go. So you'll see on this one, I used a very special day. It had a different label in there, and I just covered it up to be more card related. So let's make a thank you card. So we'll just take this little thank you sticker and stick it about there. Then we can go ahead and take the little ribbon that I tied in a knot. Use another glue dot. Glue dots are great for anything that you are trying to put on a card that may be lumpy. And I think we'll just put that in the top corner. So now you have a thank you card. You'll see how quick and easy it was. Not lots of room to write, and they come out really quick. They're easy, you can just flip through. So if you want to take a look at the different cards I've made with this kit, just to compare them all. So you'll see this one, I just used a regular card base from the white Memories and More, and then these all use the coordinating card stack, and then you have the beautiful envelope. So there's card 1. We have a quick and easy on the dandelion garden. There's lots of coordinating products in this kit. So if we take a quick look back, you'll see that there is a dandelion stamp set and dies, or there's the punch that we used with a coordinating stamp set. There's some ladybugs, some trim, and then here's that designer paper I was talking about. That's very similar to the card pack, so you can get a lot more life out of your projects. And then they always give you great samples, so I always keep my catalogs even after they retire, so you've got lots of different project ideas that you can copy. And then there's some really pretty laser cuts, kind of hard to see on here, but they coordinate really pretty. They're card fronts that you can just put on the front of your card. And then here's a couple more samples as well, and a closer look at the 2 stamp sets. So those are the different ones all within this suite. So it gives you a lot of versatility, and they make some quick and beautiful cards. So that is the Dandy Garden suite. So next we'll be taking a look at the flowers for every season. So let me pull this back in. And this one actually has some coordinating products as well. So you can buy the card kits, and you may already have some of the products depending on, you know, what you purchased from the catalog when it first went live. So you'll see here we have the sunflower stamp set, and then there's also a mason jar punch and coordinating flowers that gives you some more information and stamps along the way. And then here's a closer look at those as well, and some pretty pieces. And then you can also fill up your mason jar, or the little, we have a 3D that you can fill out with your mason jar and put all kinds of goodies in there. So let's take a look at this card kit. I've done quite a few cards on this one. So let's see. We'll just look at these pieces for now. So this one has lots of pretty seasonal flowers. So this one is actually even Christmas. Some sentiments, and you can trim these out so you can make these little sentiments on your cards. So, like I said, I've used quite a few of these already. And they have coordinating paper, which I think, yeah, I did bring over. So there is a pack of 6x6 paper that coordinates with it. So again, you can make this card kit stretch even further. It has some beautiful stickers. Hope here's some more of the small mini cards. And then some more stickers. They have words, and then there's also flowers and different boxes that you can stamp into. Some of those. And then you have these beautiful larger card fronts. Again, you can use these for scrapbooking, or leaving little notes for friends, or you can just use them for card fronts. That would be really pretty as a card front, actually. So, have some ideas of what we might make with this. So we're going to set these aside. I'll show you a couple of cards that I've already made. So here are the card bases. This is what they look like. And these are fun because they're all the in colors that just came out this past year. So we have all of our new, well, we have new colors coming out in the next catalog, but these are the ones that just came out in this past catalog. And you'll see I've used a bunch of card bases, so there's a few colors missing. But you've got Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, the Magenta Madness, and the Misty Moonlight. So those are the different colors of the card bases, and we'll be using a couple of those to make some cards today. So just to give you some ideas, I have some cards I made previously. These are stepped up a bit, so these use other products that I happen to have on hand. The ones I'm going to do today are mostly products that come in the Memories and More kit, so you can see how easy it is to use it by itself. But this just ties in a few more things like the in color ribbon, the daisy punch, and then some hearts that I die cut out, and then I just popped one of those little cards in the center. This one, again, I just used a punch and some of our border dies that are retiring in the catalog. So these are so much fun to use, and they just give you such a pretty look. So that one. Then this one uses an ornate thank you. And again, I just popped up a little bow on here and a Memories and More little square right there. So another quick card that comes together. This one I just added a little die cut heart and a ribbon, and this is a sticker from your pack. And then this one, another die cut heart and the ribbon again. And these are just the pieces from the kit. So you'll see you can use your crafting stash on hand to snazz them up even more, or you can use what's in the kit and make some cards. So let's see, I have some card bases. I think we're going to go with the Magenta Madness today. Yeah, that doesn't match. So you'll see this is the card base that comes in the kit. Well, it's not really a kit, but the Memories and More card bases. And we'll grab our bone folder. We'll crease that down. And then this is just one of the smaller cards. Again, you can go through the pack of them. There's a lot of pretty ones. There's that side. I think we're going to use this one though. I gave it a little bit of thought. You can also put that one on there. There's lots of pretty ones. You can put this and a Stamp Sentiment in the middle. I mean, this one would be pretty in there. So lots of different options. So you can put your cards together pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that to make this card. Now, just for an example, so this is a standard card base. So I just took my 8.5 by 11 cardstock and I cut it in half, scored it, and you'll see the card base is a little bit smaller. But it also makes quick cards because you can just take one of these cards from the card pack, and I trimmed a piece of the Misty Moonlight just 1/4 of an inch larger on each side. So the cards are 3 by 4, so my cardstock is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then that gives you enough to do your card as well. And you can keep going. So if you run out of those card bases, you can make your own pretty quickly. So let's go back to our card, see what we want to do with this. So I think we're going to want to put a sentiment on here and some pretty flowers. So we'll see what we have. Some of these, and the bow is cute. Maybe we'll put this little bow on there as well. What else do we want to use? Let's see, do I have any labels? No, I think we'll just go with this. So we can go ahead and add some pretty little flowers. So there's these little white flowers. If we want to decorate the outside, we can add some of these around the card. We can start fresh as kind of a cute sentiment. Or let's see, was there anything on this little card pack here? Let's see, Rain or Shine is cute. Yay for today. Thankful, Celebrate. So maybe we'll do the Celebrate. Let's see, is that long enough to cover? Just about. So let's grab our paper trimmer again. And let's see if we want to go with that one or not. So now your light gray is for scoring and the dark gray on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is for cutting. In case you're new to our trimmer, hopefully I'm not sticking my head in there. Trying to line it up. And then we'll trim it. And if you're good with scissors, you could use scissors, but I seem to cut a crooked line no matter what I do with scissors. So I'm going to use my paper trimmer. That looks pretty good. Let's move these guys out of the way. And take a look at what our card looks like. So we can put that right across there and it gives us a little border, so that's kind of cool. The other thing we can do is if we wanted to use some other stuff we have on hand, I have some sentiments that I cut out with the many, what's it called? Many messages. So this is one of our new stamps from the catalog and it's carrying over to next year, and they also have another version of it which has even more sentiments. So it's one huge stamp and one large die cut that cuts out all these different shapes. So I have a little box we can look through. So I tried to group them by type and I have them stamped in different colors. So I'm thinking maybe I'm happy to celebrate these moments with you. Let's see how that looks in the corner. And that covers it pretty good. A little bit hangs out, so that's really not long enough. Let's see if there's another one that might work. Now that one's cream, but it gets closer. Let's see, Be Strong. So there's also this guy. And that one's kind of fun because it has a banner, so it kind of flags out. I kind of like that one. That might be the one we go with. But I got to see if I have it on white because this is cream. So you can stamp different colors. So this one's red. No, I don't like the red with that. Let's see. That one looks good. It's nice and dark. All right, so that is the card we're going to go with. So I think that one will be nice. And we'll go ahead and put some dimensionals behind that, just to pop it up. All right, we don't need that many. And we can put that on there. So you can change up your cards however you like. You can just have trimmed off the tulips and just kept that as like a border on the bottom of your card. That's another option. So there we go. Gives us kind of a cool flag look. And let's see, I think we'll put some dimensionals on the back of this one as well. So I think it'll look nice popped up a little bit. Let's see. And again, we've got card number 2 we're working on. We might actually make 4 cards. We might be able to put that one together as well. So, can center that in the cute little dotted rectangle that they did for us. You could put a butterfly on here. So I've got the butterfly dies, but I think they're across the room. That'd be kind of fun. You can add that up here. We have this pink bow. Maybe that would be cute underneath. There we go. Fills up the space. Too much white. I like that. So lots of different options. You could also add some of the sentiments onto your card. So there are some stickers in here. You can add a strip inside of your card. So if you wanted to, well, this would work, different color. So you can cut a strip of your paper. If you wanted that 1/4 inch piece, you could just do a piece to go across the bottom. If it was a different pattern, you could run it side to side. The roses are kind of sideways on that one, but depending on what your pattern is, different options for that. So that gives you card number 2. Quick and easy. Lots of items to play with, so you have plenty left to make more cards. So we can move that one aside. And if you wanted to kind of look at this one, again, this is just the Memories and More card pack and then added together. So you could add a sentiment over the top. Let's see if we wanted to do happy, if that works. So I'm going to peel that sticker out. Kind of gets lost there. But what if we did it? Okay, let's pop out the center of the A. That looks like the sticker is still there. So you want to pull that guy out, move him over to the side. These are pretty sticky actually. So you can add the happy at the bottom. We could glue this little card base together and move that over here so we can get to it easier. Put the flowers on there. Alrighty. And we could do a little offsetting. That's kind of nice. If we wanted to put it up in this corner, I think we could do this one flat. So we can just put that on there. A little glue goes a long way. And I think we're going to do this one a little bit catty corner. So let's see on there. What do you think of that? And then it could be happy anything. It could be happy birthday. We can add some more stuff in the middle. Let's see if we want to put this in the center. Well, that's not really the center. Let's try to center that. And what color flowers do we have? Got some leaves. We can put those on there. Let's see, does that fit? This might be pretty. So we could do that. Now if we wanted to pop it up, we could try to take some of the sticky off. You could use like a baby powder or your embossing buddy to kind of get the sticky off, and you could stick a dimensional under there. But we'll just go ahead and stick it down since we have it already. So that gives you a pretty card front and some fun words. And again, we can add some leaves. We have some of these. So we can just pull these off and stick them down the side. Let's see. Decorate the edge of the card. maybe, let's see, a shorter one. So we can pull this one off as well. So normally I have my cards planned out. I thought this would be a little fun to try something different. I'm more of a planner, so gives us a different look. And we're doing it all together, making our cards. So again, you can add whatever you want there. You can just leave it as a happy card, happy, and then you can do thinking about you. You can write a note inside. So that takes care of these. Let's move this to the side. Now the larger card bases, can also use those. So this is one from the Memories and More kit, and this is just the pack of the mixed pack of cards. So it comes with some of the larger and the smaller card bases. So all you have to do is add your card front. Because if you were trying to use a regular size card, so if you had your normal card stock, you could use this as a card as well. But you can see that it's larger. So you would just need to trim your card stock a little bit smaller on your Memories and More card base. But I think this will be pretty. So we'll go ahead and put this down. So we're just going to do a quick card again. I think we'll pop this one up. It has quite a bit. You could even use the foam. You know, we have that new foam. You can trim out big strips of it to pop it up even further. I don't have any of that handy right now, so we'll just use lots of dimensionals. But we'll go ahead and put that on there. Pull off the sticky backs. And we'll make another quick card. So we already did 3. And I think we'll do one more. So we'll do this 4th one. And then we'll have all our cards made. So again, if you're interested in any of these card kits, they are on the clearance rack. The Flowers for Every Season ones are. And I would pick them up sooner than later because they are on low inventory and I don't know that they're going to restock them since they are retiring. So they will be gone. Alrighty, now let's see. I wanted to put some gems. So here they are. So these are wonderful gems. These were in the Christmas catalog. Don't know if they're on the clearance rack or not, but I thought they'd be pretty. Even though they're a different shade of red, I thought we could go ahead and put some of these. They're kind of faceted. They have a little texture to them. Maybe it's just the gold flecking. So let's see. We'll add that to the center of a few of the flowers to dress it up. So you could take any rhinestones you have. You can even color. So if you have just our silver rhinestones and you want to make them a pretty color, you can just color them with your alcohol marker. So our blends can change the color of your rhinestones. So you could always do that. And they always say you should use odd numbers. So there's our 3. Or we could go more. We could do 5. You can add some in other color in other corners of the card, but I think that looks pretty. You could put a little bow in there. So let's see. I have a little bow. We can add that to the corner. So we'll take our glue dot, and you can see they're kind of flat. Well, I don't know if you can actually see it on the camera, but they are flat. So you can take your fingernail, peel it off, and kind of roll it into a ball. Let's move some of that stuff out of our way. And then you can just put that under the tiny knot. And it's almost like popping it up as well, because it's got a little bit of height to it. Let's see. I think we'll put it on this side since the rhinestone's on the other one. So this should be a cute anniversary card. Always remember I love you, or remember always I love you, depending on which order you like to read that in. And we can trim off the edges a little bit if we wanted. I don't know where my paper snips went. I'll use my other ones. So there you go. Look how quick that one was. Beautiful card. And again, it uses the Memories and More card packs. And all our different products coordinate. That's the best about Stampin' Up. No matter what you buy, we have so many different products that you can make it stretch. And lots of things go together. Now another way you could use your Memories and More card bases. Let's see how they won't assemble it. So I had done a project where I die cut a bunch of these, and these are part of, this is the base that goes with the Flowers for Every Season. But these little die cut pieces are from, I think this is from the silhouettes, but these other pieces are from that, the Dandelion Garden Suite. So these all could layer together. Look how fun you can just take, and I always have extra, so sometimes I'll just take my extra die cuts and make them into random cards. So you can kind of offset all of those. You can add that there. You know, we could glue it down, have a little grass at the bottom, and put a sentiment. How fun would that be? Maybe we'll do that. We've got a little bit of time. Okay, so now we're making 5 cards. The card base is already done for us. And let's make it a get well card because it's cheery. So we're going to use the sentiment from Many Mates. This is another stamp set that's retiring, and the coordinating dies for this make this really cool background. And then this is one of the sentiments from the other Many Messages that I just showed you. That die cuts all of the things at once. But it's something else you can do. All right, so we're going to use Misty Moonlight ink, since that's what our card base is. And I used our stitch circle. I'm going to miss this. This guy's retiring too now that I think about it. So all the stitch shapes, there's like a mixed, I don't know if they're sold out yet, but the framelits, they have circles, squares, ovals, and they're all stitching around the edges. And they are getting ready to retire. So I'm not sure what I'm going to replace those with yet on my card making. All right, so we have that in there. Let's glue all the little pieces together of our flower. You could use dimensionals between each layer, but that would make it pretty big when you're trying to mail your card. Nobody wants to pay even more postage, so if you're hand delivering, it might be fun to do it. All right, and you could even use glue dots if you wanted between your layers. That would give you a little bit of height, like I said earlier. And then I'm trying to offset them without them sliding. So glue dot might have been a wiser choice. It dries faster. And then we'll put that one on there. Put this here. All right. Then I think we need a little rhinestone in there. Maybe we'll use these gold ones. Let's see how this looks. So it looks pretty, so we'll stick that. Ooh, gotta let it dry. All right, and then we'll put one in the dandelion as well. Okay, this time, when I glue these down, I think I'm gonna use my glue dots. So this is the Take Your Pick tool. This one's a lot of fun too. You have your sticky end where it can pick up loose rhinestones, and then on here, you have this to help pick up your gems, and my very sticky spatula. So what you can do with this end is, if you glue something down and you kind of want to peel it off, or if there's a dimensional and you change your mind, you can kind of wedge that underneath. But I use the pointy tool the most, so we'll keep that end out. And let's take a look here. So I think we're going to use a lot of glue dots, like I said. Decide where we want to put our little flower. Might want to do 2 on him. I think we'll use a dimensional on the other one. Let's see. Can do that. I think this one might need a small dimensional, so I'm going to use the minis on this other flower, since its circle is a little smaller. Alrighty, there we go. And then we will trim off some of the bottoms, since these are a little bit longer. And you can see that I have some coloring. So they all started out as white, and I used our new blending brushes. So we have these blending brushes. I think they're still on back order. But what I did was I just, you know, tapped it in the ink, and I used the Highland Heather on this one, and then the Granny Apple on this one to give it a little bit of color. And then the same thing on the grass. I did a little bit of Shaded Spruce and Granny Apple. So we're going to go ahead and put a little glue on the bottom of these guys. Put that together. Alrighty. And then we will add the grass. Layer over layer. And then I think I might need a glue dot under that one. So you can use your little Take Your Pick tool. You can also pop off a glue dot, and then we'll just stick it right under there. Alrighty, so now we have some cute grass going on, and little get well. I think that'll look good there. We'll just throw some dimensionals on that guy. Alrighty. So even if you don't use the Memories and More card pack, the bases themselves are beautiful, and I love them for a quick way to make a bunch of cards, and they travel well too. So if you're going on vacation this summer and you want to bring something fun, you want to do some stamping but not bring all your tools, and you don't have the little mini emboss and cut machine, you could always pick up a pack of the Memories and More cards and the bases, bring your adhesive, couple other, packs of rhinestones, and then you have, let's crease that a little bit better. Then you have lots of crafting. It's also great for the kids because you can just let them run with their imagination. So here we go. That one looks really cute actually. So card making on the fly. That's what today was. So let's take a look at all the different cards we've made. So we have the Get Well. We have our Happy. We have this guy and this guy. So that isn't bad. We actually ended up making 5 cards. Normally we only do 3 and it usually takes longer. So as you can see, they're fun card kits that you can let your imagination run. You can use it for scrapbooking as well. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you did and you want to share, feel free to share it with your friends. I'd always love to hear your feedback. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you'd like to order any of these products, my host code is at the top. So feel free to place an order. I really appreciate your business and I hope to see you guys on another video. Thanks.